What is up, Breakers? We're here with Dion, who came first place at OTS Championships at Jojo's Hobbyhouse.
Yeah, 4 deck profiles in one day is what we're doing apparently. I was playing pure Mitsurugi. Deck felt really good. Apparently it works, so there's encouragement for you.
Fantastic. How do we get into the list?
Absolutely. We have my tokens, my Nib token, YCS token, Jojo, Joestar, and myself.
All equally powerful.
Lovely. Let's get into the list. So first off, I was playing just your standard names. We were playing 3 Habakiri, 2 Murakumo, 1 Futsu. These ratios are pretty much standard. Obviously, you wouldn't put Habakiri to anything lower than 3. 2 Murakumo comes up. I've seen some lists that play 1, but in situations like in my game with Matt, where he SP'd away my first Murakumo, that's like kind of a reflex because we were in Ryzeal format where they just think that outing the 1 Murakumo is it, but you just ritual into another Murakumo from deck and then you just blindside him. And Futsu is obviously great in the pure deck. Playing 2 Aramasa, 1 Sag, 1 Kusanagi. 2 Aramasas more starters. The Sagis obviously helps you get started with your play, and honestly, I saw Kusanagi was glued to my hand. I normal summoned it a lot and recurred a lot of my moves. If you open enough starters, you can account for the fact that your opponent might have stuff like Called by the Grave, might have stuff like a Bell. There was a situation where my ritual got ashed, and then I used this to add it back from hand, or I used Habakiri to summon this from deck. Cards just sweet. And I played the one of Nightsword Serpent. I do play particular lines that require ranks, and normally the other body either comes from a normal summon or from a Prayer's summon. And there are some floodgates that I play in the side, just spoilers, that this facilitates. It also helps with Zeus plays to set up that stuff, and we'll get into that in a sec. But that was my monster engine. We'll get into hand traps. I was on 3 Ash, 3 Fua, 1 Nib. These cards were custom. These cards were custom. Obviously, there's going to be a Fualos here or there, or a Paralia, God forbid. So I want to play Ash. I almost thought about my list is slightly different yesterday to the list that it was today here at Nexus. So there might be some disparity there, but the list that helped me win was involved these particular cards. So Ash helps with that. Fualos definitely. This format has so many cards that are respondable that allow you to draw a Fualos. Like you can respond to any of the Dracotail spells. You can respond to Vimena. You can respond to Mitsurugi Ritual. You can respond to a lot of things. So these cards were pretty custom.
Big good spreadsheet.
yeah, sure. We'll get into the spells. 3 Mitsurugi Ritual. I was 2 pilled on 2 for so long, and then I played 3, and you just can't not play 3. This card is friggin' sweet. Friggin' custom. The ability to just threaten a Murakumo at any point and to bait your opponents out with either this or with other cards in your engine, just because you play so many starters, to then just completely wipe them. This card's pretty sweet. I don't know why this card is at 3. This card's so good. Just the ability to recur, the ability to trigger tribute effects. This card is custom. The boys love it.
We're gonna get a counter in the top right corner of this.
Yeah, we will. And then Mitsurugi Mirror. It's required for the next card that I'm playing. Pre-prep. This card gets you just so much value. It's a +1 because you use the 1 card and you get 2 cards. This helps you facilitate summoning all 3 rituals in 1 turn. And there's unique scenarios where you have a ritual engrave. It also allows you to chain block during your opponent's turn when you don't want them to ash your tributed ritual monster, so that you can just put this back in deck. Great card. This is also a great card. I gotta give these a mention. I actually wasn't on these. Shoutouts to Tom Harrison for getting me on this. I was on Lamia 3 of with a 41 card list. This is a 40 card list, by the way. But he kind of pointed out to me, why play 3 more starters when I can just play 2 more of this and not play 41 and just have 2 more cards. So yeah, we don't really care about extra deck apart from the next card, Super Poly. But I never encountered like an issue with it, so it was good. And this is obviously so you can dig. And then 2 of the Power 1-ofs, called by Tactics. Honestly, you just need to remember that you can't draw off of this. I think every single time I used it to look at the opponent's hand and just take one out of their hand. Against Dragatel, that's really powerful, so you know what to stop. They're forced to shotgun like a 5-mana if they have it in hand. And it's also a really good way, because there are a lot of Xyz decks that you can just take a monster, battle phase, make Zeus. This is a good card. And obviously there are a lot of cards in Grave that resolve, so you can delete certain decks with Call by the Grave, so that card's good. And if you're playing a Dark deck, you might as well play this. This card, the amount of decks that I've played with this card, this card is so good. Especially when you play this. You get to destroy cards, you get to negate summons, your opponent doesn't see it, they can't duster it, they can't, and it doesn't allow them to trigger stuff like Azuna, so Impulse is good. And obviously having this, if you win die roll and you open this, which honestly I won die roll a lot, setting this up alongside the end board is just insane. Having a negate just inherently an engine helps you just secure that game 1 so you can get to game 2, game 3, and your deck trades really well upwards as well because of Murakumo, so this helps facilitate that. It is obviously a bit stinky when you open it, but I never ran into that problem, so just draw better, lol. Get into the extra deck. So I am playing... I'm playing Dynamondo. Honestly, never summoned it, but there are some niche scenarios where you need to bounce a card, and it's like minimum investment so that you can summon Murakumo back from Grave. So that card's good. Dark. There are occasions where I summoned like an enemy Saji, or I need to climb into something bigger in order to like win games more. I did do a play where I summoned Dark, knocked into something, and then just added a card from deck, so that was good. Because of Extrav, I need to play 2 IP. I wish I had 2 QCR, but what can you do? And then 2 SP, so that I didn't... because these cards, honestly, like they help. They help with the end board. Your opponent has to play through so much, especially with the negate. I play Gorgon, nice little tech. Obviously, this is pretty standard in pure Mitsu, but I thought about it, and if I ever encountered a Lunar Light, I would just make this and then have another body, and if they don't Liger me at that point, I summon Gorgon so that Gorgon points to it. Gorgon then can't be destroyed by card effects because of Liger, and if it points to Liger, it gains its 3,800 attack, so you have an out in extra deck. So that was good. Onto the XCs, we play Gallant Granite for Nib and for other cringe reasons in the side deck. We play Baguska. Honestly, I never summoned this in defense mode. In some of the games that I played against Dracotale, I summoned it in attack position because they can't target it, and sometimes that's all you need. Like, they just, what are they going to do? Either they out it through other means, or you just get to make a Zeus, so this card's super good. Actually, probably the MVP of my extra deck, Tornado Dragon. Again, you threaten Zeus, but you also put the Fear of God in them by threatening their back row. Not just Dragatail, but like other decks as well. It's helped me so much. I recommend this one. Another counter to Liger, and to you make this into end boards against the Mirror, into Yami Mitsu, or to Lunar Light, because it protects not once per turn, and it's not an activated effect, so it's good, and it's also a monster removal card. The aforementioned Zeus. This card's custom. I don't know what to tell you. Ever since it's been released, the card's good. Yeah, it is pretty flames. Non-destruction removal, like, just as a whole is insane, so play this card if you play this deck. and this. I wasn't originally on this, but I lost super hard in the mirror against Matt a couple weeks ago, and then I was like, yeah, I mean, I might as well. So this answers a lot of things that your opponent could do. It answers stuff like Ketsu, stuff like Rahu. Yeah, card good, play card. And then the Spolly targets, my Dragon and Garura. Being able to set this up against Yummy, so they can't target like my cards with Surprise, or stuff like also the Draco Tail matchup as well. They can't target any of my cards if I declare Dark. If I played Chaos Angel, I could do some cute stuff. And obviously Garura. You do summon this more than this, but you know, both come up. I was originally on Secretarian Dragon instead of this, but I found that it actually triggered the Draco Tail cards more, so it wasn't really worth, so don't play that card. And we go into the side. I just want to play as many ways to win as possible, so I mean, like, there's an Xyz deck, a Synchro deck, and you know, the Ritual deck as well as the Fusion deck, so I mean, this forces like really bad going second boards for my opponent. Into Draco Tail, it's really good unless they have stuff like 5 mana in hand. Into Yummy, it's not as good because they can play around it. If they're playing Yummy Mitsu, they have another axis by which to play, so it's a little bit weird there. But you do kind of simplify the game to a state wherein it's easy to answer what they have left. Duster, because I never want to leave home without a way to remove back row. I do not want to get hit with some cringe floodgate that I can't out. And you know, there are some scenarios where I can remove certain cards like Man of the Mark with like SP and then just completely wipe their board with this, so play the card. Mostly a Yummy out, but it's really good. Just sweeping. Obviously you can't kill them, but you're so ahead in resources when you do this, and Murakumo, and you get to do some removal stuff like SP on their back row, so yeah, play this card. I was on 3 draw. Yeah, I mean, Murakumo's around. Yummy Mitsu, this is super good. It does force, again, simplified boards. Again, all of these side deck cards are to make the game more simplified as possible. So yeah, it was good. 3 Retail. Obviously, again, simplified boards. Retail is really good. Obviously, there is an issue if they have a Fenrir post side, but you know, if they have it, they have it. There was a game where I didn't resolve this on Ketsu because it would have given them more. Like, they would have given them a body, so I just waited till Rahu, and it ended up working out, so that's good. I'm on this because I despise having to out Liger if they know how to counter the Gorgon strat, so I mean, you can just tribute this off of the ritual when you're summoning from hand, and then add it to hand, so it is searchable technically, so it's a good card. And then the cringe card. Yeah, Gallon Granite, search this. There was a game where I had Negate Trap, Impulse, Ash, Droll, this, D-Barrier, Habakiri, so it lowered all their monsters' attacks so they couldn't even knock over this. It's just insane. Yeah, this won me. I wasn't certain about this because you're not allowed to use your Mitsurugi summon effects, but at the end of the day, the reward's greater than the loss that you get, so it's super value. So yeah, that's a deck profile.
Would you have made any changes to your list?
I did make some changes between today and yesterday. Obviously, I didn't do as well today, but if I were to change anything, it might be... Ooh. No, I wouldn't have changed anything. Never mind. All good.
Very alpha.
Shout outs to the Breaker Boys. Shout outs to Maddie behind the camera. Shout outs to Drake, obviously, for getting second. Shout outs to Ali for first today. Shout outs to Cheese. Shout outs to the rest of the Breaker Boys who aren't here today. Obviously, we work very hard, as you can tell, to get to these positions, and obviously having that camaraderie and encouragement goes a long way in keeping us sustained in this game. So yeah, shout outs to those people, and shout outs to Mana Market, my locals. Love you guys. You keep me strong, and that's it.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.